Well, hello everybody. How we doing today? I hope you're doing good. This is Leo here with the Hillbilly Files. And I am out today. I am in Phelps, Kentucky. Not too far from where my mother was born. The gentleman that I was looking for today up here, there were 3 cemeteries in question, and this is obviously one of them. The cemetery is a mess. I take that back. The cemetery is pretty. This is actually much prettier than most cemeteries that I document. You know, the families are taking really good care of the graves. That's not what I meant by the cemetery's mess. I mean the documentation, the paperwork, the who is actually here is what's a mess. I'm going to document this graveyard and do it properly, actually see who's who, where they're at, all this kind of stuff. You have an Air Force Vietnam vet right here, right off the bat. Now you tell me this guy right here, Luther C. Wolford, 1947 to 2016, U.S. Air Force Vietnam. By God, I think, my opinion, he deserves to have a proper listing, don't you? So that's what we're going to do. And we'll start up here at the top, and it's not a very big one. I'll work my way around and just kind of zigzag and work my way down the hill. That way you're not climbing too much. These here, there's 4 of these crosses in a row, so it's all family. It's all put up by the same person, obviously. But this one here is Dalton Brack, B-R-A-C-K, 1927 to 2020, in loving memory. This one is Thalia, T-H-A-L-I-A. I like that name, Thalia Wolford, in loving memory, 1934 to 1992. Now this here is Hattie Wolford, 1912 to 1994. Earl Wolford, 1913 to 1978. They're pretty, ain't they? Stained. Now this is Lula Wolford, 1882 to 1965. I'll tell you that, don't that look suspicious? Look at that road going up through there. I suspect there might be another graveyard up there. I might have to go look when I leave. Just have that feeling, you know. This is Clara Wolford, 1927 to 2010, and Cleve Wolford, 1922 to 2007. This is Melinda Sue Wolford. Look at that. Melinda Sue Wolford, 1970 to 2004. Our little girl. Okay, now this one, I noticed this one's toppled, but the original marker is here. Donnie Gale Wolford, 1952 to 1999. And that's his theirs fell over. It's a young man. Ricky Lynn Wolford, 1955 to 1976. I always like the ones with the pictures. You know, you can kind of see the person a little bit. You know, you've got to figure Ricky's name. You know, if he passed away in 76, you know, a few family members have spoken his name aloud, but that'd be about it. And through you guys, it will live on through YouTube. This is Blanche Campbell, 1906 to 1949. This is Luther C. Campbell. Wonder if there were any relation, possibly named after, I wonder. This is a private in U.S. Army, World War I. Born May 18th, 1888, and passed away November 13th, 1968. Wow. The moss up here, guys, it's like a super plush carpet. Look how deep my foot. Oh yeah, there's some burrs too. There's a couple burrs. But it's really soft. It's like walking on a 3-inch thick carpet. And your foot just sinks. Look at that. Your foot just sinks right down in it. Now this is, you can see Judith was a Wolford, but she married a Daughtery. This is Joe L. Daughtery Sr., 1881 to 1960, and Judith E. Wolford, 1889 to 1964. I guess you see how a Daughtery wound up in a Wolford graveyard. Now these are Dodsons, and I'd almost guarantee that I'm related to these people. This is Catherine Daughtery Dodson, sisters, and Julia Daughtery. Catherine was born in May 22nd, 1922, and passed away on September 9th of 2009. And Julia was born in 1919 and passed away in 2003. It says sisters. I like that. Trudy and Junie. That's cute, isn't it? I bet they were thick as thieves, wasn't they? I hope so, anyway. I hope so. This is Freddie Dale Wolford, 1941 to 1991. Look at that. Somebody's brought a pretty rock. That is cute. It says Uncle Dale, and a little heart on the bottom of the rock. That's really cute. And put that right back where we found it. Somebody liked Dale, didn't they? Somebody liked him a lot. Uncle Dale. This is Elizabeth Van Dyke Wolford, 1902 to 1995. To live in hearts we leave behind is not to die. I like that. I said that. I pretty much just said that a minute ago. To live on in the hearts and have your name spoken, you kind of live on, in a way. Your memory does anyway. This is Bobby Jean Wolford, 1938 to 1967. There's another one of those rocks too. Look here. That one says EST. Could be EAS. Put that right back where we found it. Now this one is Floyd P. Wolford. Now some of these are just old stones. Yeah, we'll get to those here in a minute. Some of them may have a name or some kind of writing. See where an old tree used to be right here where it's fell, and there's a field stone right here, so there's somebody underneath the tree. And here's more down here to my right as well. And here's one. Flat field stone. I was trying to see if I see any right here, but just this one's all I see. Now this one says son. It's a baby. It is. Asleep in Jesus, the son of Garfield and Sylvia Wolford, Garfield Jr. 1968 to 1969. While August 6th of 68 to August 14th of 69. A year and a week or so. You got to kind of wonder about some of this stuff. You know, how hard this must have been for all of these people. Of course, we've all been through it, ain't we? Unless you're just really young, you've been through it. This is Leighton Slater Wolford, 1914 to 1969, and Niecy Taylor, 1913 to 1973. Go around the flowers. Always be very careful around flowers and stuff, and you know, don't walk on anything or knock anything over. Look at that one. All family. Looky here. Military, young pictures. That is really cool. I like that. That is really nice. This is Jackie Dillon Wolford, 1949 to 2014, and Linda Frances Wolford, 1951 to no death date, so she's probably still around 51. But look at the pictures. I'm assuming that's him, and those are of her, presumably. They wrote letters to Linda. I have to leave you sooner than we dreamed, but always remember our 46 years together that God blessed us to have. I will be waiting for you to come to me when God calls you home, but I'm leaving you all in God's hands. I want you to know all of my smiles and the warmth in my heart was because of your love for me. I love you, Jack. Wow. Wow. Hers. This is Linda's letter to Jack. Life holds many changes. Nothing seems the same except for the fact that you are gone, and the heartache still remains of all the things that we could be or ever hope in this life. I was so proud of you, my darling, but happiest being your wife. Now, time cannot erase the happiness being your wife. Now time cannot erase and tears cannot wash away the wonderful memories I have of us and the love we shared each day. Linda. Wow. Very humbling, isn't it? Was this married in 68? Yes, married October 12th, 1968. May your unfailing love rest upon us, O Lord. That is awesome. Never met Jack and Linda, but I like them. I like them both. Hard, isn't it? Hear stuff like that. Now imagine you're the one writing it. Okay, this is Garfield Wolford, U.S. Navy, 1941 to 2014. And what's this one? This is the daughter of, no, wife of, excuse me. Wife of 53 years, Sylvia Napier Wolford. Children, Pamela, Tammy, Teddy, Jr., Eric, and Daniel. I saw Pamela. She was over here. I saw that just a minute ago. You are sorely missed, sweetheart. We will meet again as promised. Yeah, there she is right there. I knew I'd saw Pamela. Right there she is. I knew I had seen that. And she's right beside of him. This is Pamela J. Wolford, loving mother, daughter, and friend of many. Born in 1962 and passed away in 2006. Whoever does the will of my heavenly Father is brother, sister, and mother to me. Wow. Ain't nothing I can say to make any of those any better, easier, any of that stuff. It's weird, isn't it? It's like when somebody dies, there's nothing you can do. Even the words seem to be empty. This one's just a field stone. I can see what looks like an R and an O, but that's about all I can see. Okay, now we've got those. So now we got to come through the field stones. And we'll just kind of look at some of those. Now these are babies. There's two here. There's no markers. There's no names. But there are, three babies. There's one here. That first one's a baby because you can see the little short footstone right here. And this one, they're only about 3 feet apart. This one and that fieldstone right there, just a few feet apart, and the same thing over here. So these three right here are most likely children of possibly Pam. But we'll never know, will we? Because there's no name on them. There's a Purple Heart, guys. And wounded. Wounded in action. Wounded in Korea. Wolford Ransom Jr., Kentucky. PFC Company B-21, a battalion, I'm assuming. Infantry, Company B, 21st Infantry, 24th Infantry Division. Korea, Purple Heart. Born in 1930 and passed away in 1950.